This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth, and give them warning from me. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Haran coming back at you with another lesson, more willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and just wanted to go into a quick chariot epistle, I guess. This stems from a video, all right, lesson I was actually just listening to, and it inspired me from the elder Malcolm, all right, from the GMS Chicago branch, all right, the head of the GMS Chicago branch, all right, shalom to the elder, how about Shemyashai Brakatah, all right, very beloved elder, but just the video I believe was titled "California Fallen is a Precursor, Dystopian Apocalyptic Purge." Okay, and he goes into how I believe it was a video somebody was doing about the state of California right now. Okay, looking at the place, what it used to be and what it is now. All right, and of course going into the prophecies of what it's about to become. Okay, and just like the title says, dystopian apocalyptic purge. All right, and all the stages are being set for that to be fulfilled. Okay, just like you see in the movies all the time, like we always say, all right, these devils always, they're the prophets of the left-hand side of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and they use their media, all right, via predictive programming, okay, to tell the people, all right, what's to come. All right, because ultimately the Lord uses them, all right, these wicked elites, to tell the world what their agenda is and what their plans are, their sinister plans, all right, which the word sinister goes back to the word sinistre, all right, which means left hand, okay, and vice versa. Left hand, all right, simply means sinistre, all right, in the Latin, which means sinister or wicked, or left hand. Right, so the left-handed side of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right, is on this earth, all right, is the duties of the left-hand side work is done by Esau Edom. Okay, primarily the top elites of Esau Edom, all right, the tribe or the nation or the house of Amalek. Okay, the so-called Jays today. All right, starting with the Rothschilds and so on and so forth. All right, but just watching the video, okay, the lesson, all right, and putting everything together, basically, man, look, people don't really stand a chance. Okay, all hell is about to break loose. I believe it was this morning I was listening to the news, all right, from what's his name, Paul and Adrian from Off-Grid Desert Farming. Okay, he was going into how there's a company out there out west, okay, that just basically went bankrupt. Okay, and this company is essential to the economy of the United States. All right, and it happened to be, I believe, in California, if I'm not mistaken. All right, where they're saying over 3,000 truckers or something like that, or 30,000 or 300,000, something like that, some crazy number. All right, was they're on strike or bankrupt, and that's definitely going to affect the whole entire nation. Okay, especially those of us who are in the East Coast, all right, the middle of the country and so on and so forth, because we can see the push of these global elites, all right, for them to do away with people's access to food and regular resources, okay, that keeps them going. Okay, the everyday utilities that Americans use, all right, is being shorted out. Okay, and that is all the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. All right, the scriptures in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, Yahushua talks about the famines. Okay, and many different prophets also talked about the famines the prophet Ezra. Okay, in the book of Second Ezra, so it highlights, all right, the famines, all right, and through the famines, a lot of people are going to be deleted. Okay, but going back to the video, all right, you can see that all these things, America is literally, being turned into a third world country, or probably worse. Okay, by the time it's all said and done, this place is definitely going to be turned upside down. Okay, all these little things that's happening is definitely leading to the fulfillment of the prophecy of Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right, that highlights how there'll be sedition among men. Okay, people are going to be invading one another. Okay, with weapons, because of what? Because of lack of bread, which is a famine. Okay, shortage of food, shortages of resources. Okay, limitations on your ability to get certain materials. Grocery stores are being emptied out. I believe it was 2 days ago. I went to a grocery store to get some stuff, and I'm just like, yo, I walked in, and the entrance right there. Sometimes they have the strawberries and blueberries and grapes and all that right in the front. Yo, that whole place was empty. And it's not the first time I've seen it empty, but this time it was a different feeling of like, damn, this is kind of different. Like, damn, this shit really, really empty. Normally, you come in, you see it empty, you come back the next day or so, it's already filled up again. But this time it was very like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't end up filling all this shit up to full capacity, because seeing this shortage, all right, it's not the first time, right? And we know that most grocery stores are pretty much 1 or 2 deliveries away from being shorted out. Okay, if they miss out on a delivery, you're gonna have to wait a while. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, that's where it's gotten to. They don't have much stored up in the back where they could just say, okay, we're just gonna restock the shelves and so on and so forth. No, everything is on on demand kind of basis. Because of such resources being so shorted right now. So just watching the video, I'm like, man, look, America used to be, like the scripture says, the beauty of kingdoms, right? She was her delicacies. A lot of countries would come over here. I believe in the book of Joel, it talks about that. That a lot of countries would engage in trade with America because of her delicacies. Okay, it was a facade and a trap. Okay, to create this thing known as a melting pot. Ultimately, America will be melted. All right. 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, talks about the elements melting with fervent heat. Okay, those elements goes into all things. Everything you see here on American soil will be disintegrated by thermonuclear fire. Okay, and that's because of the actions of the people that has created a toxic, wicked culture of this anti messianic, anti-God, anti-Messiah, so-called anti-Christ spirit that you see here in America today. And yeah, America will reap everything she sows. Okay, they're trying to, blind the people with all this BS and confusion and changing words and destroying so-called historical figures. And now it's like, oh, they're trying to be all righteous and shit. Taking down statues of all these people that for so long stood for what America believes in, which is rape, rob, and murder. Straight up. That's what America believes in. It's not a Christian nation. None of that. Okay? So the more America is being exposed, the more they try to hide, all right, their history. But guess what? It's too late now. It's way too late. You're not going to change shit. You know what I'm saying? But, again, going back to the video, you can see California, all right, they're boarding up. A lot of these stores are empty. Something that used to be known as a beautiful city has turned into a city filled with homeless people, drug addicts. You go out there to another state, Pennsylvania, okay? In Pennsylvania, I believe in Philly, all right? Yo, you got regular in the streets, man. You got people just laying out there, They're on this drugs called Trank, right? Out here in New York City, they're saying that very soon, the mayor was saying that very soon, man, a lot of these homeless people, a lot of these people who came from, through the border and all that, right? The crisis, the border crisis and all that, they're saying that, listen, people are going to have to open up their houses, their private homes, so we can house some of these people in here, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to cause a huge problem, right? Because you have a limitation on resources, and now you're going to have people coming out of nowhere. The government is sponsoring them to come in, and those people who live here, the citizens who live here, are being reprimanded every turn they go. Everywhere they look, there's some type of limitations on their so-called freedoms, their so-called rights, and so on and so forth, But yet, you got people coming from different countries, all right, flooding the border, coming over here, and these are all Israelites for the most part, all right, to fulfill biblical prophecy of the 2/3 coming over here and getting destroyed, and the elect coming over here to be delivered. But it's going to cause a chain reaction of distress, all right, anxiety, frustration, and that's what happens when you have people who, when you have a limited amount of resources for a whole bunch of people, right? Lack of bread and great tribulation is the end result. When the government is pressing on you, telling you that this is the new way of living, right? The governor of New York came out and said, hurricanes, climate, the heat and all that. She said, folks, this is a new normal. Well, what do you mean by that? So, we see, all right, down the line, and it's very close, all right, down the line, it's going to be quite chaotic, okay? A lot of banks are closing. They've been closing for the past couple of months now, all right, going all the way back to April, where you had the SVB Bank out there in Silicon Valley, and that was the beginning, all right, of the trend of these banks tanking. You know what I'm saying? These banks are tanking, all right, because there's a consolidation, okay, that's happening where they're bringing all the banks together. They're collapsing the small banks and bringing all the banks together, centralizing everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are getting notified that, hey, your account is closed, or somebody wakes up and it's like, oh, their bank account is empty. All kinds of silly ass games that Esau is playing with people, and it's gonna end in chaos, man. It's gonna end in people getting slaughtered. Okay. New York is gonna turn into damn Afghanistan soon, man. Iraq very soon. Okay, because these people are bugged the hell out. All right, and when hardship comes, Americans are not built to deal with hardships. All right, they've been conditioned, all right, to enjoy luxuries. They've been conditioned, all right, to be given everything. Everything is handed to them. You go to school. I remember I was like, yo, there was a time where you go to school and you're like, yo, they give you the answers, my nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how are we giving us the answers to the test? You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Only in America, where you could be in a classroom, a teacher's teaching you, and they tell you, hey, this is gonna be on the test. Hey, these are the answers to the test. It's like, what is this? Nowadays in the schools, they don't teach them anything. So the grading system is more like they say minimal effort. More than minimal effort. No effort. Like that's how they grade the students now. Minimal effort. Motherfucker, I was used to, your parents telling you, yo, you better be getting hundreds on your tests. A 95 or 90, that's not good enough. You had to study, you had to know your shit. Very strict, very disciplined household that we came from. And that was the culture back then. It wasn't like today, where you got all these people who are just dumb as hell. They have no clue what the hell is going on. Even when you talk to them about it, their brains are all filled with LGBTQ, no idea. Okay? LGBTQ, no idea of what the hell is going on. All right? And you talk to people today and it's like, yo, where your mind at? Everybody wants to sound deep. Everybody wants to sound woke, but they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Everybody got these ideologies of how we can incorporate this and, You know, they're spokespeople for the LGBTQ community and all this shit. Oh, the minorities, and they not the minority no more. All right, these niggas have taken over the whole goddamn world. Every corner you turn, these niggas got the whole shit on lock. Okay, and they blackball people who talk against that type of behavior, man. You know, and that's why very soon, all right, this truth is going to be coming under heavy fire and persecution. Okay, because of the truth that's being brought out, because it condemns the wickedness. Okay, these devils are using, all right, the LGBTQ mob, all right, to push, all right, righteousness out of the earth, and to bring wickedness and to make it a mainstay, to make it a staple, to make it the norm. You know, and slowly but surely, all right, they're bringing it out and making it, you know, where people just have to accept it. You know, it's cool if you accept LGBT no IQ. It's cute. It's cool and cute if you're into that drag shit. You know, if you're into that TG shit, that's part of the culture now. You know, that's part of America's filthy fucking culture, man. All right, and you call it out for what it is. You know, what they're teaching the children and so on and so forth. They look at you like you crazy. You know, and let's not even talk about the Vanessa and what is done to the brains of these people. Let's not even go into that. Okay, I saw a video, I believe it was yesterday, out there in California again, where there was this naked lady on the highway, and she just licking off shots. You know, just bop, right in the streets, man, right in the highway. And people are stopping, people are pulling over, people are swerving and shit. I'm like, what the hell is going on? She was butt-ass naked. You know, like a crazy, mad person. Demons, straight up. You know, all these things are adding up. And guess what? People don't know how to conflict resolute anymore. You got people having road rage, chasing after people for miles. You know, shooting, hitting into cars. They cutting themselves, they bleeding, and they still don't care. They're still coming at you. It's like, yo, what's up? The demons are intensifying, man. You know? So America is going to be, it's going to be really a chaotic place very soon, man. You think 2020 was something? The whole George Floyd situation, you think that was something? That was all staged. Okay? That was just to get a reaction. Look what happened in France just about a month or two ago. You know, the protests, I believe it's still going on. The news doesn't really talk about it much, right? But once these things kind of start, they don't really end until, you know, there's death and there's some type of martial law or whatever. You know, it just keeps on going, and it just takes different directions and shit. You know, they were protesting about the police gunning down this young man, all right, for whatever reason, you know. But a lot of you niggas are wicked. So that's what they gun your ass down. It is what it is. It's justified. If you use wisdom, you protect yourself. But these niggas, all they do is they want to go online, stream, Facebook Live, driving high speed. You got police chasing them, and they just out here just driving crazy. Like, dude, what the hell is going on, man? Everyone is out of order. This whole country is about to turn upside down, bro. Okay? And these elites know that. That's why a lot of their assets, they're barricading it. Very soon they're going to be having the military protecting their banks, whatever is left of it. You know? When people start bugging the hell out, they're going to want to have to... Oh, shit, man. The mist is kind of crazy out here. But, you know, very soon, man, they're going to be putting so much restrictions on what you can and cannot do in the name of climate. Okay, a lot of people are about to start quarantined, carried into concentration camps. You know, putting limitations on your ability to use resources, heat. All right, when the wintertime comes, man, oof, well, look at here, right? Even this summer, they saying, oh, you know, you can't be doing barbecues and shit. You know, so many different things that's going on that a lot of people are not paying attention to. But you have to pay attention to these things, because it's through these things that they build a case against the people to justify why they're doing all these things, man. Why are they going to be doing lockdowns very soon? Because look at the world in which it's in. There's floods, I believe, out there in Asia. Oh, what country was it? I forget exactly what country it was. But they had 19 inches of rain within 24 hours. All right, 19 inches of rain, sweeping out cars and streets, roads, you know. And meanwhile, you got other parts, Arizona and so on and so forth. They haven't had even an inch of rain in 8 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely an imbalance going on, and it's all on biblical proportions. Okay, and all these things that's happening, only the prophets can actually give answers to what's happening, and that's why they're trying to block out the prophets, because it always goes back to one people. Who's to blame for all this? Because when people start putting the dots together, they're gonna have questions. Why are we in this situation, and why can't we get out of this situation? Yeah, we understand God is the one who's putting this hell on us, but who's God using to bring this hell? So the people are gonna start looking for heads, and these elites know that. Why do you think they have $1 trillion bunkers underground where they're gonna be running to hide? A lot of them already there, chilling, controlling the outside world from within. But hey, it's just a matter of time at this point. Okay, the stage is set, and it's only a matter of time, man. After the next couple of months, shit. After this month, really. All right, shit could pop up this month. Who knows? Normally, I don't want to be putting time and shit like that, because you never know. But you could see, all right, this is leading to this. We don't know when, but we don't know exactly how, but we know what. Right? We know what's gonna happen. We just don't know how it's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen. We just know this is what's about to happen. Okay? And ultimately, we know the end goal. Right? That's the most important thing. This is the end goal. No matter where they go, no matter where they turn, this is where they're gonna end up. We don't know how they're gonna end up there. We don't know when they're gonna end up there, but we know this is exactly what's gonna happen for them to end up here. You see? And we know the end goal is for them to MC him the whole entire world. Okay, I did a video, I believe a week ago. What's the name of the company? There was a company that was a topic where they're saying that they had basically scanned, was it 2 million people to put into the system. All right. And there's 8 billion to go, 8 billion more people to go. So they're trying to basically get everyone, the whole entire planet, onto this grid, and then they could go from there. You see. So in order for them to get to that point, there's going to be the drastic changes that they've been talking about. Okay? The drastic changes, and they're going to use your government against you, your military against you, your police force against you, in the name of climate change, in the name of doing the right thing, saving the planet, right? They'll guilt trip people into all these things, man. And yo, man. All right, but hey, California has fallen, as a precursor, and all these other states gonna follow after, because like they say, America, as California goes, so does America, right? So everything that's happening in Cali, all right, you best believe it's gonna be happening in these major cities as well very soon, because they got all these people over there. Most of them are jobless. It's hard to get an actual job now because of AI. All the other jobs that are left are pretty much shitty ass jobs. Okay, retail and all kinds of stupid shit like that, right? But these devils, man, they got a lot to pay for. Okay, they got a lot to pay for, man, and they're gonna pay. They're gonna pay one by one. They all gonna pay. Okay. But yeah, man, I'm just driving. I'm pretty much on the highway right now, so it'll be a little hard for me to pull out some precepts. But just wanted to share this real quick. It's on my mind that very soon, man, shit, America's gonna be turned upside down. You're gonna see riots. Okay, you're gonna see riot control. You're gonna see, protests. Okay, because people are gonna be bugging out. They're gonna take to the streets so that their voices can be heard. Okay, and they don't care if a mayor is standing in front of them telling them to calm down, or a president comes out and to hold a briefing or a conference. The White House press secretary meetings and all that. They're gonna start throwing shit at these people, man. When they first come out and start saying, oh, well, we understand this as well. Oh, you understand what? Ooh, 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 ooh. Start throwing shit. Start attacking. These governors going to be running to the, for the hills. The mayor's going to be running for the valleys. These prime ministers and presidents are going to be running for the seas. And these Rothschilds, these owners, these Rockefellers and them who continue those wicked family lineages, they're gonna be running up into the sky somewhere, underground somewhere, trying to hide from Yahushua. Okay? But guess what? It's not gonna work. You're not going anywhere. This is your kingdom. Stand up and fight. Okay? So you can get what's coming to you, man. Alright? And very soon all the games will stop. Alright, all the games will stop. America is gonna feel like a standstill. All these nations are leaving this country. They're taking the business with them and leaving this place to die, man. Okay, America is being left to die. Nobody wants to help her. As a matter of fact, at her weakest point now, that's when all these nations are piling on. Like, nah, I don't want to be a part of this shit no more. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to be a part of this no more. The countries in Europe are like, yo, you're leading us into some bullshit we're not trying to deal with. Listening to you is causing us more than not listening to you. Like, we're good. Right? We're good. The countries in Africa are also fed up with Babylon and her shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, listen, you used to tell us all these things during the time of colonialism. Now, them days are over. We don't gotta take no orders from you. See, so Babylon is definitely losing her power, man. She's definitely losing her power. All right? And it'll end in thermonuclear destruction. Okay, that's how the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua designed America to go out. It doesn't go out like any old regular nation does. It goes out by thermonuclear fire. Okay? Thermonuclear fire, man. Alright? So anyway, I'm going to leave it off there. Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Bracha, Kodash. The water Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. And until next time, Shalom.